Okay, no, I did not find awesome deals on DSLR cameras. This is Heather Lottinen. This is episode 96, Flourish Academy. Today, we are talking about gray market cameras. What is a gray market camera, you ask? Well, that's a camera that was not manufactured or sold from Nikon or Canon or any authorized dealer. So the reason this came up is last week at Camera Club, one of my friends just purchased a brand new D750. Beautiful camera. I have one, I love it. But she kept getting an error message on that camera. And it was actually really strange because I've seen a lot of error messages and sometimes you can make sense of them and get them fixed, but this one was different. It was very inconsistent. At any rate, she took it to a camera store to have it looked at, and it turns out that it's a gray market camera. That means it was not produced by Nikon or Canon for USA consumption. And even worse than that, they won't touch it. They won't fix it. So the bottom line is, if you see a deal on a camera and or a lens and you think, wow, that's amazing, and it's too good to be true, it probably is. And that's largely in part because these cameras and lenses, for the most part, are price fixed. Now, occasionally you can find a deal from the manufacturer via a mail-in rebate, which by the way would not work on a gray market camera because they didn't sell it. Or sometimes the dealer will have some type of rebate or offer, but typically the price is what it is going to be. I'm going to post a few links below as soon as I end the video, but the one that I'm looking at right now on my iPad is from Nikon, and they have an entire page dedicated to gray market products. So they say terms to look for are things like import model, Nikon import, direct import, gray market, that's pretty clear. It says gray market, it's gray market. Off market, not a good idea. Seller warranty, USA seller warranty, USA coverage by seller, or warranty via seller. And what that means, in particular, when you see warranty via seller, means Nikon and Canon are not going to touch your camera. So why are these risky? That is because, number one, there's no Nikon or Canon warranty. They are not eligible for repair service. They have non-genuine accessories. There could be missing manuals, fake software. It may not be what you expected, wrong power cord, and like I just mentioned, not eligible for rebates. Did you also know that there are counterfeit accessories, not just gray market cameras and lenses, but counterfeit, say, battery chargers or grips that when you use them with the camera can break your camera, can corrupt things in your camera. I had a friend once that had, I can't remember what camera it was, but she had a battery grip, and every time, I want to say it was a D700, every time she put that battery grip in the camera, it fried it. Fried a couple of cameras that way because it was a counterfeit accessory. And then on this page they go on to say, what if I already own a gray market Nikon product? And basically I'm just gonna summarize, you're screwed. Okay, they don't say that. That's me paraphrasing. But it just says Nikon will not provide technical support, repair, or warranty service. You cannot get that camera fixed. Some people buy gray market cameras on purpose because they're less expensive, and occasionally you'll get one that works, and that's great. Some people buy gray market cameras unbeknownst to them. They purchased a camera and they didn't realize it was gray market. So how can you know? Nikon and Canon both publish all of their authorized dealers on their websites. I'll post those links below as well. And there are a ton of authorized dealers. You just have to make sure that they're on that list. So people will say, well, should I not buy my gear from Amazon? And I buy my gear from Amazon all the time because there are authorized dealers who sell on Amazon. So you can't make a general statement like don't buy on Amazon because that would not be true. Are there also gray market sellers on Amazon? You better believe it. So you have to understand who's gray market and who's not. If the price is significantly cheaper, it is probably a gray market camera, or they have some sort of strange bundle and you order it and you don't get your product for 2 months, or they say shipping in 6 to 8 weeks. That's a clue. These cameras typically, with the exception of when they're brand new, are in stock. So they would be able to get them to you faster than that. And Cynthia says, are there gray market memory cards? That I don't know. I assume there could be, but I'm not sure. I mean, those aren't produced by Canon or Nikon, so I mean, there could be gray market anything. The risk would not be as big. I don't know that would really matter. But anyway, the point here is if a deal looks too good to be true, that's because it is. It could be gray market. And again, some people go for the gray market because it's less expensive. Personally, I would not recommend that, because even if you got a great deal on the camera, what good does it matter if you can't get it serviced and it breaks or something happens? So I would always recommend going with an authorized dealer and non-gray market. And the reason I say that some people do it on purpose is because B&H does sell gray market cameras. It's perfectly legal in a sense. They're doing it, so it has to be legal. They're selling these cameras that were manufactured for a different country. So in some cases, the camera might be fine. It's just it was manufactured for Uzbekistan instead of the United States, which, by the way, I have family in Uzbekistan, so I love it there. Not been there, but I would like to visit. So I'm going to post these links and make sure that you are just knowledgeable on the subject, and then you can make your own informed decision. And hey, thanks so much for joining me on these videos. But could you guys let me know when I'm wearing two different earrings? So if you look back at the last episode 95, and check out my earrings, I wore two different earrings all day long. Nobody said a word, but hey, thanks. Have a great week. I'll see you soon.